Yes. Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2019, and we are here for the regular meeting of the Coppell City Council. There is a quorum present, so we'll call the meeting to order. And, the time is 5:32, and we will move into executive session. Thank you. We adjourned from executive session at 6:01, so we will be moving into work session. Please join us in the back. Hey everyone, it's 7:30. It's exciting to be able to start on time. We like to start on time, though we don't always get to. And when we have a lot of time, we can't start early. We have to wait until 7:30. So I appreciate everyone being here. It is our first order in the regular session is the invocation, and we have Pastor Jeff Spangler from Generate Life Church here to help us with the invocation. Please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mayor. Would you all bow your heads with me, please? Heavenly Father, we just love you. We thank you for all your goodness that you bestow on us and this country, this state, and this city. We thank you for our mayor and for these here that are assembled for our city council. And for all our Coppell officials, our first responders, our city schools and administrators, our business owners, every man, woman, and child. We just thank you, Lord, that you have provided for us this great place to live. And so we ask that you'd be with us tonight. As we come together, that you would be involved in this. We submit to you and your leadership that you would guide every decision, everything that we say and do, that it would bring you glory. And we thank you for that privilege and honor to partner with you to make this city a better place. So bless this time together, and we give you praise for what you're going to do in advance. In your mighty name we pray. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would Miss Marcy Diamond please come up? And any persons that you would like to be standing here with you? Look at him. Look at him go. That's okay, no. Council, on item 6, it's consider approval of a proclamation naming June 28th, 2019 as Marcy Diamond Appreciation Day and authorize the mayor to sign. So please consider this proclamation. Whereas Marcy Diamond will be retiring from the city of Coppell after 19 years and is being awarded this recognition as a testimonial of loyalty and dedicated service. Whereas over her professional career, Marcy has worked for the city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the city of Dallas, Texas, Richard Ferrara, is that right? Huh? Ferrara, Architect and Hunter Associates Engineering, and the city of Allen, Texas, before coming to the city of Coppell. Whereas, not only as a resident, Marcy has performed many endeavors to benefit her fellow citizens, and she has been an active liaison to the Planning and Zoning Commission, which is dedicated to the physical betterment of the city of Coppell. Whereas Marcy has worked with the citizens of our community and has built relationships amongst the developers and the architects that do business within our city. Marcy has been instrumental in drafting and the implementation of our city's hotel ordinance, our oil and gas ordinance, and the short-term rental ordinance. Whereas we deeply appreciate the important contributions Marcy has made to our city government and to the progress of our community. Now, therefore, I, Karen Hunt, the mayor of the city of Coppell, do hereby proclaim June 28th, 2019, as Marcy Diamond Appreciation Day. In witness thereof, I've set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Coppell to be affixed this 11th day of June, 2019. Councilmember Roden.
Thank you, Mayor. Marcy, I'd first like to say, having presented cases to you and then had you present cases to us here, I just want to thank you for always being professional and always knowing your subject matter. And I have always heard excellent comments from developers and other individuals that are presenting cases to the city. So thank you for all your service. With that, I would move to approve item 6, a proclamation naming June 28th, 2019 as Marcy Diamond Appreciation Day.
Second by Councilmember Brianna Hinojosa-Smith. All in favor?
Long, Hinojosa-Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew, Ill. In favor, none opposed, motion carries.
Thank you very much. This is yours. Thank you very much. Do you have something you want to say?
Yes. I would like to thank you, Mayor and Council. It's been a pleasure and an honor to serve the city of Coppell and its residents I will say I do not have a presentation tonight, and I'm sorry about that. No PowerPoint or anything, but I will be renewing my membership to the Corps, so you will be seeing me around. So
That means I have to go to the court.
But thank you all, and thanks to City of Coppell.
Thank you. So, your last city council meeting, and you're not presenting. How did that work out? Not even. Did you plan it? Maybe. Okay. Item number 7, consider approval of a proclamation naming the month of July as Park and Recreation Month and authorizing the mayor to sign. Ms. Gann, yep, please come down. Marketing coordinator for the Parks and Rec Department. Council, please consider this proclamation. Whereas parks and recreation programs are an integral part of our communities throughout the country, including Coppell. Whereas parks and recreation are vitally important to establishing and maintaining quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all citizens, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of the community and the region. Whereas parks and recreation programs build healthy, active communities, improve physical, mental, and emotional health of all citizens. Whereas our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty of our community and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. Whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as the Parks and Recreation Month. Now, therefore, I, Karen Hunt, the mayor of the city of Coppell, do hereby proclaim that the month of July is Parks and Recreation Month in the city of Coppell, and I encourage all citizens to celebrate at one of the many events planned at the Parks and Recreation's facilities by getting active outdoors, connecting with nature, and creating memories with friends and family. In witness thereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Coppell to be affixed this 11th day of June, 2019. Councilmember Mace.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve item number 7, considering an approval of a proclamation naming the month of July as Parks and Recreation Month and authorizing the mayor to sign.
Second by Councilmember Brianna Hinojosa Flores. All in favor?
Long, Hinojosa Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew Hill in favor. None opposed. The motion carries.
Thank you. And do you have some things to tell us about?
Thank you for having us here tonight. We're very excited for July Parks and Recreation Month. We're actually so excited that we're going to be kicking off our celebration a couple of days early at the annual Independence Day celebration, Celebrate Coppell, the Party in the Park, on Saturday, June 29th. So we look forward to seeing you out there. Our other pop-up events during the month of July will be posted to our Facebook page. That's at Coppell Parks, so you can go there for more information. And we look forward to seeing you this summer.
Thank you very much. Here, this is for you. Thank you very much. It is, we are very lucky here in Coppell to have such wonderful parks. And I'm sure that everyone in this room takes advantage of them. I know I can see some of the people here who are always in the parks, so that is an awesome thing. Item 8 is the graduation ceremony for Coppell Leadership 2019. Hannah, you coming forward to talk about this? Whole class come up here.
So, Mayor and Council, thank you for taking the time to recognize this fabulous group of people. This is our Leadership Coppell 2019 class. Leadership Coppell is a program that allows any resident or anybody that's interested to sign up and come and learn about the city and take a deep dive and really learn about what the city does and what we do, and they learn about the behind-the-scenes work that city staff does to ensure that the city continues to run smoothly. And we also took a deep dive into what goes on in the region and how that impacts the city of Coppell. This wonderful group of people dedicated 8 full days of their lives to working with the class, so it is a time commitment, and we are extremely grateful that they came out and chose to participate with us. They asked a lot of really great questions that were sometimes a little hard to answer, but we found them answers. And this group hopefully learned a lot of things that they did not know about the city, and we hope to see them volunteering and around town, and either in committees or volunteering for whatever they're passionate about. But we're putting this on you now, so now that you've learned all that you can about the city, we'd love to see you out and about and using that knowledge. And thank you so much for taking the time, and congratulations.
Okay. The next item on our agenda is citizens' appearance. We have no one who has signed up for citizens' appearance. Is there anybody who wants to speak? Okay. The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. These are items that are routine in nature or have been approved by previous council action or by the budget. Tonight we have items A, B, and C. Item C was posted for the purchase of one outdoor warning siren, and that will need to be corrected to 2 outdoor warning sirens. It doesn't change the amount. It's just that one item was posted incorrectly. So are there any questions on the items that are on the consent agenda? Hearing none, I will accept a motion. Councilmember Mays.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve consent agenda items 10A through C with the change on 10C as noted by the Mayor.
Thank you. Is a second? Councilmember Hill. All in favor?
Long, Keynote, Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew, Hill. In favor. None opposed. Motion carries.
Item 11. Consider approval of a resolution amending all permit fees for residential additions, alterations, and repair as found in the master fee schedule as it relates to Chapter 15 Coppell Code of Ordinances and authorizing the mayor to sign. And tonight we have Suzanne Arnold from the chief building official to help us with this item. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. The Community Development Department is proposing revisions to certain residential building permit fees in response to a recent mandate from the state. Texas House Bill 852 was signed by the governor on May 21st to be immediately effective. This bill prohibits value-based building permit and inspection fees in connection to the construction or improvement of a residential dwelling. So the city cannot require applicants to provide information regarding the value of construction for residential projects. This is for residential permits only. It primarily affects things like additions, alterations, and repairs that are currently based on construction valuation on our fee schedule. Building permits affected would include remodels, accessory buildings, additions, demolitions, and a lot of repairs. Also, residential HVAC, plumbing, and electrical repairs and replacements. This does not affect any of our commercial permits. It also does not affect new single-family homes, which are already on a different payment schedule, or anything that has already had an established flat fee. In recalculating our fees, we took two approaches. One was to establish flat fees. This is for permit types that had a fairly consistent level of service required and where square footage may not be applicable. We also assigned some fees on a per square foot basis. These were the types of projects that could be quantified by square footage, and we established a minimum fee along with those. Now, in this study, we used all of the permit fees from 2018 for comparison. Our two goals, of course, were to be fair to the customer. Since this particular set of building permit types has the most direct effect on our citizens and the improvements they make to their homes, we wanted to keep all of our fees in line with what would be fair to the consumer. And we also wanted to be responsible about maintaining revenues to the city. Our new fees that are based on square footage are residential additions at 50 cents per square foot and a minimum of $1.50, and accessory structures, alterations, and repairs at 45 cents per square foot with a minimum of $80. For example, if we had a residential addition that was 1,000 square feet and $70,000 in valuation, on our existing fee schedule, you would find the range containing $70,000 of valuation in our fee chart and then check the corresponding fee. This is our current permit fee schedule for this type of project. So you would go down the list, see where $75,000 valuation hits, and the result would be a $486 permit fee. With our new method, we focus on that 1,000 square feet. And at 50 cents per square foot, that yields a fee of $500. We make sure that that's greater than the minimum of $150, and it is, so $500 is the fee. As you can see, we tried to land in at least close to the same place on our fees. We established flat fees for anything where the scope of work would be fairly consistent. That includes flat work, foundation repair, window replacements, hooking up a manufactured home, and demolition. Also includes electrical repairs. We did assign a separate fee each for generators and solar panels. This also includes a flat fee for HVAC replacement, replacing your AC or furnace, and for miscellaneous plumbing repairs and alterations. Now, we realize we'll have to step back and review the impact of these fees later on. We're planning to do a financial study in the fall to see if anything needs to be adjusted in that regard, and that will give us time to get input from our customers and also see what other cities are doing. It's important to note that most of the cities in Texas are in exactly the same place we are right now. This mandate has forced us to revise our fee schedules and do so quickly. So we're waiting to see what some of our neighbors will come out with as well. If we need to make adjustments in the fall for the winter fee schedule adoption, we certainly will. We're going to wait and see and consider all of the possible factors in doing so. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We had a briefing on this in our work session earlier today. Council, are there any additional questions or comments? Hearing none. Councilmember Hill.
I'd like to make a motion to approve item number 11.
Second by Councilmember Hinojosa Smith. All in favor?
Long, Hinojosa Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew, Hill in favor, none opposed. The motion carries.
Thank you very much. Just lean back. Item 13. This is item 12. consider approval of an amendment to our online business system agreement dated August 1st, 2017 to add an additional 4 months to the discovery services for Phase 3 asset management in the amount of $115,000 and authorize the city manager to sign all necessary documents. And we have Jennifer Miller, Director of Finance, here. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Like the caption said, we are bringing forward an amendment to our online business systems contract to add an additional 4 months of discovery services for the asset maintenance, which is Phase 3 of our PEER project. That's our affectionate name for the Total Enterprise Resource Program replacement of our system. So during the original discovery phase of this project, Phase 3 was still being developed and therefore was not included in the discovery. We have identified some funds that are available in the general fund that were allocated for the PEER project, but were unused of the Phase 1 implementation. So we will use those funds to cover the cost of this change order. The milestones and deliverables during this discovery will be identification of business requirements for implementation of Phase 3. It will go through and identify a current state analysis. It'll go through and do a future state analysis, and then it'll have some solution design documents for all the integrations of the systems. Phase 3 is our asset maintenance portion of the PEER project. It'll enable the city to track and maintain our assets effectively, increase the reliability of the physical assets, and enhance our predictive maintenance. It will provide us insight into the health of the assets, and it'll help us in planning, prioritizing, and budgeting for future work of the on the assets. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Kent Collins, Director of Public Works, is also here. He will be the planned sponsor for Phase 3, so both of us will be here to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Council, any questions or comments? Councilmember Mays.
So what do you expect your implementation period to be on this?
The discovery will be a 4-month period, and then they'll begin implementation in October, and it's a 15-month.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing none, I will entertain a motion. Councilmember Mays.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve item number 12.
Second by Mayor Pro Tem Long. All in favor?
Long, Hinojosa Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew Hill. In favor, none opposed, motion carried.
Thank you very much. Item 13, consider appointment of the Mayor Pro Tem as required by Section 3.05 of the Home Rule Charter. We also had a conversation about this in work session, and I will call on Mayor Pro Tem Cliff Long to make a motion.
Can I say anything first?
Unfortunately, you do have the mic, so yes, you may.
Well, as it indicates here, Section 3.05 we must stick with, and even though the current Mayor Pro Tem has done an outstanding job this year in the effort, we are required to select a new Mayor Pro Tem as of this evening, and I move that we nominate or select Councilman Mark Hill as our new Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you. We have a second by Councilmember Matthew. All in favor?
Long, Hinojosa Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew Hill. In favor, none opposed, motion carries.
You have a thank you for our Mayor Pro Tem Long for a year's service. Thank you very much. Councilmember Hill? I mean, Mayor Pro Tem Hill. Sorry. Now it'll take a year.
I just hope I can fill the shoes of former Mayor Pro Tem Long.
Right.
Thank you all. Okay. Item 14 is a public hearing, so I will open the public hearing. It is consider approval of a resolution granting a variance of 100 feet to Kelly's Texican from the 300-foot prohibition requirement for the sale of alcohol beverages with a business at the address of 110 West Sandy Lake Road, Suite 150, and authorize the mayor to sign. And Ms. Owens.
Thank you, Mayor. So, just as you read, it is for Kelly's Texican to go into the formerly known Senior Locos. This permit does go with the new licensee, so that would be Kelly's Texican. And it's got a 100-foot variance that is needed for the Coppell Montessori Academy. So that is why we are asking for this variance now. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
This is a public hearing, so there is no one that has signed up to speak. Does the applicant want to say anything?
I don't have anything to add, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to. So I will turn it over to council. Are there any questions or comments? Councilmember Mays?
So we did enact a similar variance for Senior Locos some years ago. Is that not correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct, in 2016.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Councilmember Hinojosa Smith?
I don't have any questions. I was going to close the public hearing unless there's other questions.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. I move to close the public hearing and approve item 14.
Is there a second? Second by Councilmember Matthew. All in favor?
Long, Hinojosa Smith, Mays, Roden, Matthew Hill, in favor, none opposed, the motion carries.
Thank you very much. We look forward to your opening. Oh, great. Make sure you let us know.
I sure will.
Okay. Item 15, City Manager's Report, Project Update, and Future Agendas.
Mayor, thank you. Just as a reminder, we do not have a second meeting in June, so there will be no meeting on June the 28th. So if you showed up and no one was there, you'll know why. Wow, y'all are on fire tonight. All right, as far as some projects that are going on, the crossings at MacArthur and Royal will be worked on by Fort Worth and Western Railroad, June 21st through the 23rd. They will be starting early Friday morning on the northbound crossing in MacArthur, and that work will be done from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will be doing a switch over on the road that day, but I'd recommend if you're heading north, to try to avoid it. Use Beltline. I'm teasing. As far as Royal is concerned, they're going to start on the evening of June the 22nd at midnight and work through noon on the following day. As far as Freeport is concerned, 2 lanes have been paved between Southwestern and Dividend. The traffic switch is expected to occur in July. And I know on top of everyone's mind is from the storm that happened Sunday night. Hannah and her team, along with Lou and Carol, are putting out a lot of information, but I just want to read what they're going to do. The storm debris will be collected starting next Monday, 6/17, Monday, June the 17th. And there are 2 options. Brush, trees, branches, and tree trimmings will be picked up on a regular schedule. So if you put those out there, they just do need to be bundled, less than 4 foot or less, and weigh less than 40 pounds. Knowing that there are large trees that went down or large limbs, for the large debris, place the debris in the front right-of-way by 7 a.m. on Monday. Limbs do not need to be tied or bundled. Any limb 12 inches or greater in diameter or weighing more than 50 pounds must be placed in the front right-of-way, not in the alley. Because I think they're using a grappler, but I'm not sure. But that's the reason why there's not enough room in the alley to do that. Parkway, the traffic switch to the north side, the 2 lanes on the north side, is going to be occurring tomorrow. With the work on the south side starting, arrangements have been made for the parking, and it is anticipated that the switch back to the south side will occur at the end of the summer. So that is an update on the various projects. Oh, and the city did receive the Certificate of Achievement for Financial Reporting again. I believe it's in the mid-20s years in a row that we've received that award. But there will be a formal presentation at a later date before council. So congratulations to Jennifer and her team. And then I wanted to say thank you to Marcy as well for all her dedicated service and commitment to the organization and to municipal government. Marcy's had a long career with municipal government, and it's greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Any questions for the city manager? Hearing none. Item 16, there is a mayor and council reports. We have a number of upcoming events. Since we're not having a second meeting in June, this will take us all the way through Monday, July 8th. So we have Coffee with the Cops on June 22nd, beginning at 8:30 at George Coffee and Provisions, and that is in Old Town Coppell. Join the Coppell PD command staff and officers for a free cup of coffee and conversation. Please bring the little ones too, because they always love to see the youngsters, and there's always like badges and stuff for them, so bring them along. Celebrate Coppell. The party in the parks is Saturday, June 29th. It starts at 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Andy Brown Park East. Celebrate our nation's independence with a full day of activities, activities for all ages. Race through inflatable obstacle courses, scale giant rock walls, and feel the wind on your cheeks as you rush down a large zip line. Wow! A zip line? I want to be there. I'm going to have to figure that one out. The Jordan Kahn Orchestra will take up the main stage at 8:30 p.m. Stick around for after performances and activities that will light up the night. The festive fireworks show is especially designed and orchestrated and is scheduled to start about 9:30. So that will be a great day. And then on July 4th, that's Thursday at 9 a.m., we will have the annual Celebrate Coppell parade down the parkway. Wear your red, white, and blue and find a spot along the parade route and watch the floats pass by. The parade route will begin at Samuel and proceed west on Parkway and end at Town Center. Intersections along the parade route will start to be closed at 8:50 and will remain closed until all floats have passed. And now the most important thing that everyone here needs to put on their calendar, public hearing and budget workshops start Monday, July 8th, beginning at 6 p.m. in the second floor conference room. We will start with the crime control and prevention district budget, and we will begin promptly at 6 p.m. The budget workshop will begin immediately following that, and we will discuss service organizations, the water sewer fund, special revenue funds. And if you have questions, please contact Casey Lay, who is our budget manager, at CLay, that's Clay, that's kind of funny, at coppelltx.gov for more information. And then, again, a reminder, our next meeting will be July 9th, the following night. Council member, item 17, council reports. Council Member Mays, North Central Texas Council of Governments.
Thank you very much. Yes, the NCT-COG, the COG, will have their General Assembly. That's their annual meeting this Friday, June 14th, starting at noon, going to about 1:30 in the afternoon at the Hearst Conference Center. And they will be bringing up to date on all of their, not all of their activities, but they will be bringing us up to date on some of their activities. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Yingling is not here for the North Texas Commission right now, they just are wrapping up all of the legislative and looking forward to kind of taking a little bit of the summer off, though they will continue to have some of their informative to-the-point lunches. So please visit their website and to look for those. And then council member long, now it's going to take me a while to go council member long, the Historical Society.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Appreciate the opportunity. I would like to inform everyone that the Historical Society has taken a hiatus for the summer. They will not meet, as has been the case in the past, in the months of June, July, and August. Us old-timers have difficulty getting around the summer heat, so we sort of stay in the house during the summer period. So we won't do that. But they are going to have an open house at the Kirkland House. As a matter of fact, they've already had one this month. They've got one the second Saturday of July and also the second Saturday of August. The time is 10 a.m. in the morning until noon before it gets too hot. But they will be serving free snow cones. So they're the proud owners of a new ice shaving machine. I know that because it was delivered to my office. And they've used it once, works very successfully. And so they're excited about what they're doing, and so they're looking forward to entertaining us on the second Saturday of July and August. And I would probably a free snow cone would probably do the trick well along about that time of the year. And that's all I've got.
Thank you very much. Our city manager has a correction to his report.
Yeah. Thank you, Mayor. My staff quickly let me know it was the Distinguished Budget Award, and it was the 10th year in a row that we had received that award. And I just told her, I said, okay, great. Now that puts more pressure on making sure you get the CAFR next time. So
that is correct.
Right.
Item 14, public service announcements. Are there any public service announcements? It is 18, but it's 14. Okay, 18. Any public service announcements? Hearing none. There is no necessary action from executive session. So at 8:09, we are adjourned.